Getting into Inferno, we're going to see if we can see that same performance out of Exit. If you're just tuning in, Exit was having a fantastic performance over on Nuke, just delivering over and over again. You made the point, Alex. It was like he just wasn't losing any of the duels, even when he was down on 1 HP, not losing them out. So keep an eye out for him. He's the player to watch for me coming into Inferno. Over for Havan Liberty on the CT side. They've got some utility ready at Banana, but it looks like Sharks are going to be posturing in towards the A side with all 5 players walking this way.
2 smokes and flashes for Sharks into this round, so they can afford to take a bit of time and potentially set up that utility to help them close the distance. Right now, though, there's a player playing up close in the mini pit. W1 blinded early. Remix has to try and do something, but Lukowski finds both of those kills flying out through the apartments, and Havan Liberty are in a lot of trouble now.
Yeah, that's very explosive from Lukowski, just making a lot of space for the team. You now get the bomb planted. Good post plans as well with multiple players locked into the pit. And when you're down 2 players on this A retake, it's never easy, but especially when you've got players you have to flush out of the pit with lack of utility. No kit as well. This is definitely looking very difficult for Havan Liberty. You just got to dive in and hope a couple of these fights go your way. It's just not looking likely any of them will. DRG's picked up 1. But the rest of the team getting picked apart now. Exit getting 1 through the smoke, and Doc left alive, brought down by Lukowski. 1-0 up for Young Sharks, or just Sharks, as it will take themselves the pistol win.
Not much to say there. Fast push out through the apartments. Passive setup from Havan Liberty. Not successful. Those shots from Lukowski were incredibly impressive, though. Ended up closing it with the quad kill at the end. Got a bit hungry for the final kill, but you can understand why. He wanted the highlight play. And Havan Liberty do decide to go for the force buy, but Remix has already taken some early nade damage.
Yeah, he got run boosted over middle, just flying through the air. You've got the Nova in the apartments. Played with a friend who hadn't played Counter-Strike in a while, and he picks up the Nova. And right beside someone, just doesn't get the kill. Does like 12 damage. And you hear the screams, why is this gun so... beep, you know, it's just not a very good gun. You got to hit those headshots. That's why we don't really see it coming through in professional Counter-Strike. It's not on play in this round, though. We'll see if they've got anything out of it.
Bomb has been left behind, but it doesn't look like Sharks give a damn. They're going to move into the B-bomb site and rely on the kills, and the fragging looks good so far. Riozin just got 3 kills just like that.
He's just chowing down on some CTs in this B site. The MAC-10 picking up all the money, and that'll be the second round for Sharks. I think they've kind of looked at this tournament, Alex, and went, okay, hold on. Everybody's prediction lies on us here. You know, if we go ahead and lose this tournament, Blair's going to be down there as the biggest loser with Tom, and you can't really do that to Blair. He's too nice of a guy, so they've really shown up in this lower bracket game.
There's the classic Nova dink, but eventually follows up for the kill. That is the nice thing about the Nova. It's so cheap these days that if you do just get 1 kill with it, it has almost paid for itself already. Difficulty is sometimes actually getting that 1 kill, when you do oftentimes just seem to get a dink with it. Looks like Sharks don't want to hunt any further. Understandably so. Rather save their AK and Galils.
The Nova kind of reminds me of an old style musket, you know, just like you're sitting back, you gotta just filter it in. The reload takes like 25 minutes sometimes. You know, it's crazy gun. I've been playing a lot of those sort of traditional war games, Alex, where you just kind of have to go back to the 16th century battles, 15th century battles. And, you know, they're very frustrating when you miss that shot. So that's what the Nova reminds me of.
Definitely get those vibes from it.
This round should be nothing for the CT side. Sharks should be up 3-0, unless the Nova has a big round in middle. W1 still wielding it, still seeing what he can find. He's about to be tested by T players, about to run into his position, so you better believe he's going to try and snap away at least a kill here.
Nana aggression coming through in the meantime. Zevi can handle that. W1 baited in. He had that player throwing the nades close by, but he had his teammate holding the angle. At this point, it is all about whether or not Havan Liberty can get a kill or 2. That's really the best they can hope for from this one. Doc seeing if anyone runs at him and his MAC-10. But Sharks have this round in the bag.
Oh, nice shot. Zevi with the AK. 3 kills for him in round 3. And Sharks have won every single round so far. But here comes the bye for Havan Liberty. They haven't really been able to get a bye like this out yet. So Remix onto the AWP straight away. And that's not a bad buy at all for Havan Liberty. So we'll have to see what Sharks have up their sleeve. Will it be a faster play here? Will it just be more of the same? Let's just go into the default. Take that banana control. Interested to see what the approach is from Sharks early on. They've been so confident. And it's going to be taking banana control early, putting pressure on the AWPer. So much nade damage done. And oh no, the CT side have lost the early player. Ala out of there just with utility.
It's so hard to fight for that banana control these days. Just the T's are so good at doing nade damage of their own, spamming back their own AKs. It's got to be really irritating for the CTs when they stack so heavily on B, don't get anything out of it. And now Havan Liberty look to take a gamble stack on the B side of the map, but they flip the coin. It's come up wrong this time. I think Sharks should have a free A site and another free round.
Utility ready to bang on into the A site, and they don't even need to use it. It's completely empty. And that'll be the round for Sharks. And I do want to kind of touch on that point while we have a few moments here to talk about it. In terms of the banana control and how the CT side need to approach it now that T side is so good at taking that banana control. The last time I watched these two teams play, Havan Liberty just did not look comfortable on the T side against Sharks when they were over on the defensive side. I was looking through a lot of the rounds, just seeing what Sharks did on the CT side, and the amount of changes they had in how they played banana was very centric in how the game played out. I'll get back to the point because this is actually quite important for the CT side. If they lose the weapons, they're not going to have anything to work with. And J&T clearing out one corner. They know the second player's here as well. The T side have some extra cash. They can throw bodies at these CT players, but Doc is stepping up, keeping his rifle. You're going to have to claw that out of his dead cold hands if you want that AK.
Now looks like he's fine. He can just sit in this corner. Sharks won't be able to reach him. So Havan Liberty save enough weapons where they can likely warrant an investment into this round. Those players who saved can drop guns. They've got that AWP saved onto the hands of Remix. They've got rifles across the rest of the squad. So not an awful round for Havan Liberty in that sense. They can at least continue to have a gun round into the next.
Run boost out mid from Remix. They keep doing that. They've got that down to a T. Again, banana control established for Sharks. Havan Liberty have realized that they're just not going to win that battle, right? If you start fighting that, you're just going to start losing players. You'll lose too many health points if you don't lose the player. So you're just going to give it to Sharks. But they have to be able to stamp their authority over the final choke point. So if they try and push into the site, you've got to stop them in their tracks, and they've done that well. They've taken down Reelsin. They're not allowing Sharks to just run over the top of them, but they are going to run back middle and try and get into the A site quickly. This could work because two players playing from short side. There's no one long, but finally that rotation coming in.
Remix playing the aggressive angle with the AWP. No one coming in from Boiler, though, which is something he has to be aware of. They can start to sneak up close. He may have heard those steps at top mid, but no one coming his way as of yet. Sharks with 50 seconds on the clock, seeing if they can bait out any aggression from the CTs, but the banana push has come in from Havan Liberty.
Yeah, they're right down the bottom of middle. DRG getting in with one kill. He'll try and get the second, but now that they've got that kill, they're just going to run it back B. Now it's a race, really, to see who gets there first, and the CTs will get there in defense before. Allo also had a smoke, and he's got an incendiary here. There's only 25 seconds left on the round.
Great shot from JNT, and the bomb's going to come back A. W1, the only man here in the pit, has to step up on the hold.
He's got a good position to deny this, though. They're going to have to run to the site and immediately try to plant that bomb. He gets the kill. That's the bomb down in the site, and W1's got two. That should be the round locked in, and with no time to plant the bomb, it has been confirmed. Havan Liberty winning a round. Zevi will survive after the time. They did not swing him due to the CT economy not being in the best of spots. And finally, Havan Liberty getting their first round here in Inferno. And DRG, he was the player that made that happen with that mid push.
Slower round from Sharks, and Havan Liberty are able to take some information. W1 stacking the right spot. There's a smoke from Remix to try and deny that molly, but it hasn't done as it wanted to. He's going to take a bit of damage running across. He is able to sneak and peek into second mid, though. no one from Sharks there right now. They are much more focused on Banana early in this round.
So looking back at the WESG matchup between these two teams on Inferno, Havan Liberty only managed 3 rounds on their T side. And 6 on their CT side. So definitely going to be difficult to play up against Sharks, who are a very comfortable and formidable team on this map. So the CT side was their stronger half, and Havan Liberty getting their first round.
Bit of an uncomfortable spot here for the CTs in that they've left A long open. So you can already see Doc coming over to make sure that no one has made their way into CT spawn. Nice that he arrives before the push comes through, but here comes W1.
Right in Boiler, easy headshot, and that's the bomb Alex spotted. He's going to swing into the open, but Doc has made the perfect play through the archway. He's caught 2 players looking the wrong way, but only gets the 1 kill. And Lakowski stays calm under pressure. 2 kills and a 5th round for Sharks.
That individual ability continuing to shine through across the board for Sharks. This time it's not Exit having an outstanding performance, it's even more of a team effort. Lakowski currently top of the board, closing it out with 2 clean headshots. And I think the only reason why Exit hasn't been getting as many kills is because he hasn't really needed to. He's 3-1 right now, while the rest of his teammates have been doing the heavy lifting. Havan Liberty forced down to pistols in this one. Not an awful angle for DRG, but reels in, just peeks around the side, and it's another situation, Dinko, where some of these fights just feel like Havan Liberty don't even get the chance to pull the trigger.
Yeah, it's unwinnable when your teammates are your opponents are having a good day, right? It's the headshots coming through, reels in. Another kill. Actually, it's Zevi who gets that one, and Remix now trying to get involved. He had a very quiet nuke and will continue to not get any action here in Inferno. Zevi through the smoke, impales him. JNT, even the bomb carrier, trying to get involved in some of these smoke spams. They have got into the site, and Sharks, you know, while I was looking back at their performance in Inferno, there wasn't too much of a sample pool to look at, seeing what they could do on the T side. But man, they are looking poised on the T side as well. You can see why this team have a 100% win rate on this map. The defensive half is super strong. The T side seems to be just as strong. And if you're having Liberty, you're already a map down after losing Nuke, your map pick. And this is not the start they would have hoped for.
Double AWP setup looks to be the answer for Havan Liberty, but the 2 AWPers are both the players who are yet to frag. They're going to hope that changes in this one. Remix and Ala whipping out the snipers. Remix has had some carry performances in this tournament, but he's not been able to get online in this series so far today. I'd love to see if that could change, because he's getting the AWP out on this CT side. He's getting the chance to use his favored weapon.
And the same can be said about Ala in terms of his performance in the tournament so far. Yet to get on the board on Inferno. We'll see if this is the round that really allows them to reignite. I'm interested about Banana here because we have seen a willingness to push down through Banana, but he's got the AWP here, Ala, so I don't think that's going to be happening. Just taking a note of his weapon. So just playing for the information. Sharks looking to commit into the A site.
W1 playing a slightly different position, this time playing up on top of balcony. Sharks yet to commit. The flash on Banana, they hear the AWP shot. Now Sharks might start to think to themselves, okay, there's an AWP on Banana. Do we need to be scared of an A stack? But it looks like they're not thinking about that. They're looking to commit in towards top mid.
Yeah, they're just going for the game plan, sticking to their guts, and now they go right through. DRG getting one, W1 blinded and follows up for the CT side, and Doc from the site delivering. He's looking for a second kill, and it finally comes through along with the round win. Havan Liberty get a second. And like you said, Alex, I mean, I thought maybe with them realizing and hearing that AWP out Banana with the flash that they probably would have realized the most common setup there. If you hear that AWP shot ring out late into the round on Banana, there's most likely just one player there. So interesting that they still commit to the A site.
Another nice round for Havan Liberty, but so far, these round wins have largely come off of these site stacks, off of the early information and getting lots of players in the right position at the right time. You can't rely on that always going your way. Even if Havan Liberty have done a decent job at that in their round wins. Remix, repositioning to the closer angle on the site.
Oh.
Flash comes his way, and he's forced off the angle. This is a pretty passive hold, but a third CT is arriving towards B.
I did get a little worried there on Remix because he actually didn't get back to the site. He got blocked. Ala taking a lot of damage early. He's down to 20 HP. Good peek from DRG, just swinging out and catching the AWP of Sharks. Remix ready for the second player to try and patch up the hole and get the trade kill. And now Sharks are down 2 players trying to make the play into the A site. And Kowsey could be the play to open it up. He's taking Ala out of the round, but not checking W1. That stone unturned, and W1 will bash him up the head with the stone. Going back to some medieval war tactics. And he'll try to get a second kill from the side itself. Now exit. He is the danger man. He is the solo carry one needs to be in 6-2 on the board. He's looking for 2 more kills to add 8 to the tally. He might just get the chance. He's got a good position. The lineup was there, but DRG hitting the headshot. And Havan Liberty putting up a decent fight in the last couple of rounds.
Sharks putting a lot of pressure across the whole map early into this one. You could see that Havan Liberty couldn't get a read onto what their opponents were doing in that round because Sharks had put so many players so aggressively on all sorts of different spots. They had aggressive B control. They had players pushing up top, mid, and long. But losing a couple of early players on the Sharks side meant that that pressure subsided. Havan Liberty were able to rotate back over to A and get there in time. And now Sharks' money is starting to run dry. They're down to their last full buy here if they were to lose this round.
Oh, spray down Banana. It's Exit and Lukowski that have taken most of the damage for Sharks. And a lot of this early Banana control was what was winning Sharks the rounds. But now Havan Liberty have shown up and finally got a little bit of confidence. It looks like they've got that killer instinct back in a couple of these players. And they fight for Banana. They don't lie back and sit inside of the site and let Sharks run all over them. They fight back. And now they get DRG into the logs. They've got full Banana control to play with. Just 1 player on the A site right now, knowing that they've got the bomb in there. So they're just going to lock this round in and Havan Liberty looking to dominate.
Oh, and Ala just takes the fight with the AWP. There's utility available for Sharks, so there's maybe the potential to molly these close angles and get a kill because of it. Only the 1 flash for them, and I think they've realized with so many players stacked on B, it's unlikely they're going to be able to get back into this one. It's hard to go up against 4 CTs, all in Banana, all with their eyes trained on the same spot. So Sharks hope to save their guns to fight another day. How much do Havan Liberty want to hunt these players down, though? They probably know that Sharks are in T spawn here. There aren't many other positions they can be. So Havan Liberty will start to investigate, but Doc has been taken down. And I think the CTs realize they'd rather focus their own economy at this point, not risking any further deaths.
Well, this is a bit of a change-up, Alex. Sharks seem to be the dominant team at the start of Inferno, taking that authority out of the first map straight into Inferno and really dominating the first couple of rounds. But Havan Liberty are right back into it. And for the first time, I feel, in the series, have shown a good bit of tenacity and a bit of fight in them. We'll see if they can really continue to keep the CT half up. Jumping across Remix into a strong position at short. Again, just going for that run boost so they can get him over there quickly. And to also evade the damage that might just come in from the T-Stars. Trading out utility again. Blow for blow and Banana.
Sharks sticking around, though. All 5 players here, so they're confident that they can get this control. Especially as they have a little bit of utility remaining. The molly at top Banana gives them fewer positions to be concerned about. Ala is waiting in the wings, though. This same angle, it's almost 2 for 1. No scope, not going to land. And they're going to push into this B site. Oh, there's a team kill.
Oh, Exit. You know, he's bloodthirsty. He wants every single kill. And he's even shooting his own teammates. Luckily, DRG with the distraction, he didn't expect the player to still be inside of the site. And because of that, that's enough to win the round. Zevi stuck in banana with the deagle. Utility bombarding his position. He'll play in behind the half wall. And Havan Liberty up to 5 rounds. Again, I pointed out the last time they played against Sharks, they had 6 rounds on the CT side. They're up to 5. And Sharks don't really have so much money to work with.
Ooh, Zevi baiting out the shots. Now he knows where a couple of these players are, but they peek together. One crouching under, one looking up over the top, and Havan Liberty starting to get rolling now. 5 rounds on the board. It did feel like in those early rounds for Sharks, more than anything, it was the individuals just carrying them through and winning so many fights that Havan Liberty weren't able to set up their play. That was the team kill, but then DRG in the site spots 2 players with their backs turned, waiting in the shadows to get that kill. And now Sharks are the ones who have to go down to pistols, and because of that, they're going to up the pace towards A.
Remix has got a decent angle, but not getting the kill. The bullet land between 2 players, so not really choosing a target. And the Tech 9's now getting in, but luckily W1, what a hold from the balcony. 3 kills delivered from the M4. JNT getting 1 in the deagle, and now they lock themselves in a 3v2. W1's dropped down from his initial position at balcony into pit. And he's locked it out. What a fantastic ace coming in from W1. That's a highlight moment.
The only rifler left on the A site. The AWP on the site itself was always going to have a tough time because the pistols were starting to close the distance, so it had to be W1 stepping up with a multi-kill, and my god did he deliver. Spraying down the 2 players on short initially, transferring up to A long, and then spraying down those last 2 players on the site. Excellent work from W1 to make sure they hold on in that round, because even though it was just the pistols from Sharks, that was a very dangerous situation.
Great round. That's W1, that'll fire him up. As we now get into round 13, a very close half coming in between the 2 teams. Sharks had the initial control, but all the momentum of the last few have been in Havan Liberty's hands. But as seen in the previous round, you let slip for a moment. Sharks will definitely make it look competitive. We'll definitely get close in these rounds, even with the weaker weaponry. Fantastic molly. Under the porch, now W1, the hero from the previous round, will be under pressure. His teammate's gone down early. Remix has a gap in this right side of the smoke to get involved with. And now they're going to spam through DRG elsewhere. With success for Havan Liberty. The trade kill finally coming through. Remix had committed to that smoke and luckily gets a kill for his troubles. Now Lakowski trying to get involved on the A side, but not expecting DRG to have been swung so far left. And now there's an opening to the B side, an exit. He's got his sprinting shoes on. He's running all the way up banana.
Yeah, that bomb was sitting at bottom mid this entire time. I think Sharks just wanted to pressure top mid and try and draw the rotation and then end on B. But because they took so many fights at top mid, it's only Exit who's able to get to the B site.
Yeah, they were coming quick there up banana, but he does get away to a solo position here. Double nade. Oh, they know exactly where he is. They knew that was the only spot he could have run back to. And with the double nade stack, they take the free kill. That's going to be the round for Havan Liberty, and Sharks will not be too happy about that one.
Just delaying this defuse to go back and get that AWP at top mid. Over on the short side, DRG recovers it. Yeah, weird round for Sharks in the way they set up, because there were so many fights happening at top mid. I think they were just trying to pressure, but then they heard that molly on short force the player forwards into the smoke. So you start to get all these awkward smoke spams back and forth. And Sharks end up committing more than I think they wanted to, because they got baited in by the idea of getting these kills. It ended up working out really nicely for Havan Liberty. And even though there was a chance in the clutch, it got quickly snatched away by those double nades. Havan Liberty back into the lead. We've got to give them a lot of credit for how they've grinded back into this game. And Remix starting to get involved now on the AWP.
That's really exciting to see. You know, we kind of talked about it already, Alex. You pointed out the fact that Remix has had moments in this tournament so far where he's been able to deliver impactful rounds and huge performances, but so far in this matchup has been nowhere to be seen. Didn't get 10 kills, it just didn't break double figures over on Nuke. Had a very slow start into Inferno as well, but he is certainly starting to deliver, and he's over here on the B site with the AWP now, looking for another kill if possible. Sharks are committed to this. 4 players now running in. Remix taking another kill in this round. His teammates still waiting at new box, waiting for the call of duty to go around the corner. And JNT getting the trade kill, flushing out the backside players. The wallbang hits, and that's going to bring him off the bomb plant due to the molly as well. You know, he could have stuck it in the flames with the 100 HP, but with the shot in tandem with the molly, that forces him off the plant. And now they've got to play the retake.
Those smokes finally fading, and Exit trying to get aggressive, but it's Zevi who steals the kill away from him. Here comes W1, 2 players lining up in the back, and Zevi's got a 1v3 on his hands. He's sitting in the smoke. He's got the first headshot, but there are 2 more players, hoping they can close down his position. He's gone back aggressive into the smoke. Oh, he's got another kill. He's going to nearly get it done, but Allah's just about able to fight back.
Oh, Zevi. That was so close. Diffuse comes in for Allah. He does get the round on the board. But Zevi, what a ballsy play to stay in the smoke there. Going back and not playing the post plant, just playing a bit differently, not back in Banana. W1 though, Alex, how often do you see a player just show up in so many rounds like this and just get the multi-kills he's been able to pick up? These are very impactful multi-kills as well, just in crucial crunch moments. He's the last pillar of defense, and the A side gets the ace kill against the Pistols in this round with the flank up Banana. W1 has been a player coming out of nowhere here on Inferno.
Ooh, fast play into top mid. They're looking to get up long early, but Remix has arrived on the rotate with the AWP.
And he's waiting for this, but he's going to be smoked off. Moldy will go through instead, and now they're going to try and wrap long. 2 players in the A-site pit. You've got W1 here, who's been absolutely fantastic on the defense so far. They've already pressured into the site, and W1 dropping the bomb. That's the big player to find. That's going to throw a spanner into the works for Sharks. They've got to pick that bomb up, as well as just getting these kills. And luckily, Exit is still lurking in the shadows. Doc in the pit. Again, this position, so difficult to clear out. So it's all on Exit. He's got the first, realizes the position of the last player, but it doesn't matter. Havan Liberty will go into the second half with a 3-round lead. It's time for a short break, but we'll see if Havan Liberty can force us to a 3rd map, or will they fall by the wayside? Join us after this.
Late at night, I feel you on my skin, you're all that's on my mind, it's finally sinking in, you're it, I know you're feeling different when you're stressed out, but even with no makeup you still stand out, cause no one makes me feel the way you do now. You move your body, you make it look like a hobby. Every time that you touch me, it's electricity. Things we discovered underneath last night's covers. Everything came so easy. It's electricity. Electricity. It's electricity. You move your body. Electricity. You move your body.
A much better half out of Havan Liberty. Lifelines thrown to them here on Inferno as they lead the way 9-6 heading into their T side. They had a very poor T side up against Sharks the last time these two teams played, so it's definitely not out of the woods just yet for Havan Liberty, but they have given themselves the perfect chance to claw their way back into this series.
Going to take a slow approach to this pistol round. Seeing if that P250 of Doc can get anything going for them early. Reels in, spotting player on Banana. Flash comes in for him. Good bit of utility remaining on Havan Liberty here. And oh, wow, there's that P250 we were talking about. Doc coming into life over on Banana.
Yeah, that's why you buy a P250 here on the T side pistol. There's that little bit of extra range to work with. The Remix showing he can wield range with the Glock. Exit brought down middle. Lakowski getting involved, getting the one kill, but that's not going to be enough. Remix answering back as well with his gun, and now Doc running in with a P250. The boosted player chopped down, and JNT is left in the 1v4. The round is already done, and Havan Liberty, first step in the right direction in this second half. They're up to 10 rounds.
JNT. Wow, spots out Remix, but he's too quick on the trigger. Havan Liberty have just completely turned around this game on an individual level. We were talking earlier about how it felt like Sharks were the ones starting to really show us their class, really show us how good they are just skill-wise. Now it's Havan Liberty who are taking their turn to do the same thing. This round just comes down to fights on Banana, fights on top mid, and at that point they have such a big advantage that they don't even need their nades. They just rely on their individuals to win them the round.
Yeah, they've grouped up. They've started hunting in packs like killer whales, and they're just taking down all the Sharks here, Alex. Isolating the fights. You've had everybody kind of having their moments here in Havan Liberty. And actually, one of the players that hasn't really stepped up and had the big moment yet is Ala. And he's the player that's been doing that this entire tournament. So it's kind of nice to see other people and Havan Liberty and other players really delivering. Shows they have got some more depth to the team. I mean, I was always expecting Ala to have a weaker performance today because they just don't have overpass.
Yeah, that's true. That has been his preferred map, his map of choice. He's had a lot of impact in the last couple of months. Deegs across the board on the Sharks side. Can never count out these sorts of rounds. Smokes at the ready for Havan Liberty, though, and right now, Sharks are playing in positions where they might get stuck behind them. Havan Liberty taking a bit more time, though. 40 seconds left on the clock. They're willing to run this one down low late into the round.
Yeah, that re-smoke from Sharks just slowing them down a little bit, but it's not like they have much more utility here. They're going to have to try and fight for this. Heavy blocking the smoke, creating a gap out to the right side of the coffin. X6 swung out, didn't get the kill, didn't even get a shot landed, unfortunately for him. And now a good pre-fire headshot as well. DRG just spamming through the smoke, hitting the headshot onto Zevi, and any issues are averted here. It's going to be 11-6 for Havan Liberty. The Deagles not finding any success in this one for Sharks. My God, like this is a completely different team from what we've seen today, Alex. You know, over on Nuke, this team weren't here. The start of Inferno, they weren't here. And suddenly everybody's just showing up to the server and Havan Liberty are just in control. How many rounds of this in a row?
It's quite a few, I think.
I mean, maybe the observer can show us the scoreboard at some point just to kind of see how many, because I've kind of lost track.
I think this makes it 10 now, if I'm counting correctly.
So the scoreline may look relatively doable for Sharks, but you have to remember that it's just been so many rounds in a row for Havan Liberty, just over and over and over. And they are in full control. And yeah, look at that, Alex. Just a sea of Havan Liberty rounds.
Yeah, that is 10 rounds in a row for them.
Well done, Alex.
Likely going to be 11, because they're only up against the 2 save Deegs in this one. Sharks saving as much as they can for the upcoming round, but we are going to get a battle on Banana.
Util going in, clearing out the close corners. That's the Molly burning out the sandbags. You've got the USP player with Lakowski around here. It's DRG and Doc just picking them up, farming these early kills. And Havan Liberty about to grab themselves 12 rounds. They're 11th in a row. And reels in. He's running all the way back through Archway with a Deagle. There's already a player in CT who's looking to try and end this round as quickly as possible and to get on to the next one. As Havan Liberty are having a great time here in Inferno.
Well, here comes the gun round for Sharks. And a lot of weight onto this one for them. They're going to have to make sure they can come through with this round win. Otherwise, they probably fall too far behind, considering how this game has been going. They've got the AWP out for Zevi. They've got M4s across the board. As for Havan Liberty, they're sticking with some of their weaker weapons in this one. 2 MAC-10s kept into this round. And Doc, trying to make the most of that SMG, gets met with a nade on Banana.
Hasn't discouraged him too much. He's still sticking around top Banana. Eventually goes back and regroups with the rest of his team. They're going to throw some counter utility here. Havan Liberty. And JNT dropping back and playing from coffins. Reels in just a CT spawn at the ready for this. Interested to see how quickly Zevi will rotate over, right? He smoked middle and now going for his rotate over to B. He might get here just the nick of time as well. They should smoke off CT, and that should negate the AWPer issue. Buying some time, Reels in throwing his smoke down. Didn't get the molly out, so now JNT having to step up.
Ooh, Reels in, caught without his weapon in his hands, and W1 follows through for another kill. Havan Liberty finding instant success on that B side of the map, and there's nothing Sharks can do about this. They have to concede another round, and Inferno is slipping through their fingers.
Yeah, at this point, it's not slipping. Their hands have just been chopped off, and it's just on the floor, just bleeding out, Alex. Sharks are just not having a great time at all here in Inferno, and Havan Liberty up to 13. A reminder to everyone at home, I know I brought this up before, but I just want to just point it out again because it's incredible how good they're performing right now. They only won 3 T rounds against Sharks the last time these two teams played. That wasn't that long ago. I mean, that was in WSG 2021, back in February 27th. So not that long ago, Alex. And coming out today, Havan Liberty looking much better. You also have to remember, this is coming off the back of what was a very one-sided affair, for the most part, over on Nuke. So good mental fortitude to be able to stay afloat in this one. And again, it's being done without Allah, who we've kind of talked about as the most proficient rifle for them. So the rest of the team delivering today.
If Sharks want to keep that 100% win rate on Inferno, they are going to have to dig deep in this game. 13-6 down here against Havan Liberty. They have at least saved some guns to be able to get a buy together into this one. AWP out for Zevi, albeit without Kevlar. M4s on the rest of the team. Flash being lined up by JNT for his teammate on Banana. Reelsin's just heard that nade. JNT, ooh, the flash has finally come in, but Reelsin can't get a single kill from it.
Once again, Sharks tasked with a very difficult start into these rounds. Zevi's been all over the place. And they've really been trying to put him where the hole is. He got over to B in time in the last round, but then W1 just making such an impactful and explosive play. Got rid of him. He wasn't really able to find that impact, and now they're coming into the A site. Maybe the smoke execute and exit, actually running through the long smoke to get onto the site to help out his teammate in pit. This could be good for the CT defense.
Ooh, flash is coming in. Lucalzi in pit, only able to find 1 kill, but Exit's able to strike from the site. 2 kills on the rifle, down to 1 HP in the process, but surely he won't survive much longer. W1 puts him down, and that bomb should get onto the site any second now.
Yeah, just those extra few seconds of Exit staying alive has allowed for them to get back in and give some extra time for Sharks to move up middle. But again, they've got to deal with Remix, who's playing from Cubby. Comes down to the timing. He's going to spot them looking the wrong way. That's 1 kill and right back in to the cover again. He's untraded. Molly forces him, but that's the kill from JNT. He's taking a lot of damage in that duel, and now over the top. Oh, he was expecting it, but W1 still wins out the clutch. And it's 14 rounds for Havan Liberty. They want this third map, and it's looking like they've got it.
It's been a complete turnaround here on Inferno. 14-6. Sharks have hit a brick wall, and they haven't been able to pull through it in any of these rounds. They haven't won a round in such a long time. They've forgotten what that feels like at this point. 14-6 down. Half buy in this round. They can't even afford to get the proper buy together. It's gone from bad to worse for them.
They've turned in from what was Grit White / Megalodon, maybe at times, maybe remixes the Megalodon into what is a Reef Shark right now. They're doing no damage. They've completely disappeared. And this round having to be restarted, some tech issues, so hopefully we'll get those resolved as quickly as possible and get right back into this one. And it seems like it's done very quickly, so good stuff from the admin. Shout out to them getting everything sorted and right back into the action. We don't want to miss too much of the time we've got here. And Havan Liberty coming right back into this with a buy, Alex.
Still good to go. It's that similar half buy coming in from Sharks, though. I have been looking into just how this game has played out on Inferno. I feel like we're getting much more straight-up commitments onto bomb sites from these T sides. I feel like a lot of Inferno nowadays oftentimes comes down to that push and pull on the T side, where you're trying to draw out rotations, because those CT rotates between the sites can be very, very long. But both these teams are much more relying on just straight up hitting a site as a 5-man push, oftentimes not really selling too much of a fake on the other side of the map. It's been working out well for Havan Liberty so far. They've just been able to run over these bomb sites. They might look to do the same towards B here. They've got 4 Ts stacked on Banana, but they're not committing to anything right now. Just feeling out Sharks at the start of this one.
I'll just try and land some lucky shots to the smoke. If he could use some chip damage, that would be also ideal, but not getting anything from it. The rest of his team, in fact, apart from one member, that being Remix, are going in towards A. There's currently 2 players here for Sharks, and that bomb, after utility's thrown, is going back over to B. Ooh. And that third player is rotating off.
Low time here, though. They've got to make sure these kills are on point. 18 seconds remaining. Allah's going to go in first, and he's been blinded.
Yeah, he's been blinded now under pressure from Pool, J&T, and Reelson just trying to hold on, trying to run this clock down. DRG getting the important kills, cleaning up the site, but Sevi, he could just run right through the smoke, and he's caught by the AWPer. Remix stops the CT running through the smoke and denying the plant, and that should be the round now. We've got to see a big retake attempt from these Deagles. There's no utility left, just the kit. So they've got to hope for some mistakes as well here from Havan Liberty. You have to hope for some peaks and overextensions. And, well, when they do peak, they get the kills. And Exodus left alone, 10 and 12 so far. It's been a complete flip reverse for him in terms of performances coming out of Nuke now into Inferno. And Havan Liberty reach map point.
W1 giving away an AK, but it's not a big problem at this point. Sharks are the ones who are feeling the pain right now. 15-6 down on their map pick. That round from Havan Liberty was pretty well played as well. I was talking about how we haven't seen many fakes. In this round, we do get the fake onto the A site, and the CTs fall for it. 1 man rotating away from B, but it makes all the difference. You don't have to worry about that boosted angle, just the 2 angles on the site. DRG deals with them. And it's the last stand by for Sharks to try and keep themselves in this map.
Oh, so many mollies down in Banana. Allah just trying to get some sort of impact at the start of these rounds. Exit, and it goes down, and oh no. Allah blinded by his teammate's flash and finished off by the AT grenade of Exit. This has not been the best individual performance from Allah, but he doesn't really care if his team are getting the win. Not just getting the win, they're dominating and sailing through to a very convincing victory. We'll see if they'll be in this round or in the future. Sharks taking themselves a kill in Banana. It's J&T getting involved with the AWP. We often see teams reach that final round, map point, and start to toss away a couple of these silly rounds. So we'll see if they can close it out. It's not looking likely right now with JNT just taking 1-for-1 fights. And he'll drop back into the site.
Looks like that 14-round in a row streak from Havan Liberty is finally set to fall. That is still a crazy amount of rounds in a row to be putting together. Who knows, maybe Doc can do something crazy and make it happen. I somehow doubt it, but you can never count him out. Sneaking in towards B, seeing if any fights are available to him off the back of this smoke. Once it fades, he may have a chance for a frag. Oh, he's looking the wrong way though. JNT able to react. That AWP on the B site making a good bit of difference here. He finds a couple of 1v1 fights. 7th round secured by Sharks, and look at this, Dinko. 1 round loss for Havan Liberty after winning 14 in a row, and they're like, that is unacceptable. We have to take a timeout.
You definitely get behind that mentality, and I agree with the pause coming in here, Alex, honestly, right? It's so often do we see teams get to 15, you've just won 14 rounds in a row, you're in this mentality of, well, anything we do is going to work out, and that can very easily slip out of your hands. I mean, just look at Sharks in the first half. They came out swinging, dominating in those first couple of rounds, and I think they actually took the foot off the gas a little bit sometimes. We've seen some wild rounds out of them, taking some wild banana aggression and trying to get some jewels. And once Sharks started to lose those rounds, you're just kind of waiting for them to get back on the board, but it never happened. And it just quickly fell out of their hands. So I like that Havan Liberty are realizing, okay, we're already a map down. We need to just close this out as quickly as possible. Don't let Sharks back into this.
Find out if that pause was worthwhile in this one. Into round 23, Havan Liberty slowing things down. Not contesting for that same banana control early in the round this time. Instead, they've put their focus on apartments, and now their focus will be on top mid and this brackets control. Smoke has arrived on long. Shot from JNT comes close, but he's the man that takes some damage, and Lukowski caught out on the boost.
W1 has just been hitting some of those filthy shots so far. He's got another headshot added to his tally. 21 and 13 for him. DRG is 22 and 10. So many players are having Liberty, having a great time, and now down to the 4v4. JNT in the previous round stepped up with a big round on the AWP. He's got to do it again. Ala bidding out the shot. One player's crossed by. He knows that there is a player out to his left due to the utility usage, but he's completely smoked off. It doesn't even matter to him. Shot through the smoke, and now a gap to play with as well. JNT might not be done in this round. He still wants another. They don't need to fight him, though. The bomb's gone down. They can just play post-plant in banana.
Every single CT retaking from CT side. No one coming in from that banana position, as you were talking about, so they can play that for the post plant. But here come all the CTs. Exit with the early kill. DRG unable to trade, and it's all on Remix.
They're not on the bomb just yet, though, so if he takes the CT kill, that could be something, but not hitting it onto JNT, and once you re-peek into the AWPer, you're always going to die. 8 rounds for Sharks. Another step up there from JNT on the B side. You know, only gets that 1 kill, but it's enough to delay. It's enough to cause problems for them.
Oh my!
Just staying alive. Oh my god, that's just filth.
I was confused where that came from, but I just assumed like I didn't see the player or something. You know, I got those old man eyes apparently, but
yeah.
No, it's a wallbang.
I thought he got it from Boiler, but that makes a lot more sense.
Another round on the board for Sharks. And yeah, got to give props to JNT in that round. When you go down to the 4v4, you leave a man solo B. It's not easy for him to hold. This is not an easy spot for JNT. He's burning. He's dead.
Okay. JNT can't handle the heat. And he's out of the kitchen. They're rotating over to B. And the C, they need to re-jig that CT smoke. I don't know if it got blocked there, but it's been 2 rounds where it's just not landed properly. Oh, this might just be a head-on collision in Banana. 3 players on the CT side over here at top Banana. The rest of Havan Liberty coming this way. And it's Sevi on the collateral. Reels in coming in with a double kill. And they hold on again. It's all down to W1. Can he get the W for his team here in this round? There's still a player inside the site. Lakowski not going for the spam of the smoke. He thought he was faking it, but still takes the kill in the end. The round saved for Sharks. It's the collateral kill from the AWP that really gets it over the line there. And Havan Liberty, they will not close it yet. Another round for Sharks, who are starting their comeback here on Inferno.
Good patience from Lukowski, who has just left his PC. So we might be getting a pause here. We'll find out. But yeah, good patience from him. I think he realized that once Havan Liberty get 2 kills towards the B site like that, they're just not going to expect a third player on the site itself. So instead of spamming the smoke and taking a risk where he might not get the kill, he waits for that player to move out of it. And you saw the player was not expecting his position. There was that 2-for-1 to begin with from Zevi. It was so important that Reelsin was able to get some clean kills, some crisp headshots with the AK to pull us through to a 9th round win for Sharks. Oh, wow. His first Nova kill. Never again. Hopefully, but he's got 1 now.
You've done
Maybe
it.
he's just trying to get the achievement for like every weapon kill, you know? He's trying to get that on HLTV.
It has to be the icon. It has to be the little party popper once he gets it. But yeah, you've got your 1 kill now. You never have to buy it again. That's the luxury. You know, Alex, I haven't completed all the achievements in CSGO. You know, I've got 7,000 hours, maybe a little bit more in the game, and I still haven't got all the achievements.
I believe some of them are literally impossible now, unless you cheat. I think.
Oh,
I think there's ones that
okay.
are like on maps that just aren't in the game anymore, as far as I know.
That's reasonable.
Yeah, or at least I remember hearing that. Maybe it's changed now. I'm sure people can let us know. I don't really know the achievements, but I'm sure some other people do. Back into the action, though. Havan Liberty still have a buy, Dinko, but this is probably their last one, unless they can get a bomb plant. That money is running low. It's a good banana control from Sharks. Really solid nades.
Yeah, they've fought for that early. They've got down. Reelsin's already got full control. So now they can actually just post JNT up on the half wall. He can post up with his AWP. You know, gets that info early, can drop off the half wall, maybe with a kill. And there will be enough time for the rotation. So they can actually just leave him there alone and rotate an extra player over to A, which right now seems like a good shout. But these flashes have actually been very good just to force these AWPers away from that position. Now JNT has to play in behind the half wall, which isn't as strong of a spot to rely on.
Pressure being put across the map for Havan Liberty. Over on the B side of things, JNT has been forced to fall off of his aggressive position. So now Sharks have to think, do we want to rotate another player to help on B, or are we willing to leave this AWP alone? Because Havan Liberty is starting to group up on this B site, and as it stands, JNT is the only player properly committed to the site. Reelsin may arrive on the rotate, but I'm not sure how much he can help.
JNT holding back from Dark. He's got a decent spot, but he's really got to deliver. He's done that time and time again, but now with his teammate going down, JNT really has the pressure on him. He's got the first kill now being run down. Right in front of him, he looked away from potential flash and doesn't get the second kill. So now they're down 1 player, and the smoke down CT stops Exit from getting involved.
They're all retaking from CT again, Dinko. They may have a molly, they may have some flashes, but this is going to be a really hard round to retake against Havan Liberty, who are all stacked on the site.
Yeah, it looks like Havan Liberty have got this one. Ala is going to move forward with the MAC-10, remix on the AWP. Ala just jumping down the MAC-10 to the head of Exit, and finally, Havan Liberty will get their win here on Inferno. Sharks had a 100% win rate coming into this map. And that is gone. 16-9. Havan Liberty will pick it up. And we're going to a 3rd map to decide which team will move through to that grand final and which one will go away with nothing in their hands.